Hey, another Carthege file, file 5, about the new Metro dashboard. I like the old name better personally, Twist Control, but I'll take it. Um, it is maybe the cleanest that the dash has ever been, and that's saying a lot, considering the history with the dashboard is a hit or miss proposition depending on where you're coming from. I know a lot of people are fans of the old Blades dashboard. That would be dashboard number 1 for those not in the Xbox. No. Um, this one takes a page from the Windows Media Center and the Windows mobile phones and just general look and feel of it, but it ends up making things a little bit more convenient. Sure, people that like indie games aren't particularly liking it as usual because the indie games are being pushed to the back where they belong. Most of them aren't really games people. They're just very fancy apps disguised as games. Um, Everything's easier to get to, especially after you've had a little bit of time to really see it in action. And the new apps marketplace is probably going to be a go-to for the next 6 months. They just added UFC and Daily Motion just yesterday, offering even a free UFC pay-per-view for those that were fortunate enough to take part in that. Hopefully I was lucky enough to do so. Daily Motion is like another YouTube site, but it's not as good. I guess it's okay, but it's not like the greatness and the crack addiction that is the YouTube app. And yes, YouTube, I am calling your Xbox app, I am comparing it to a drug. Because that's exactly what it is. It's crack. It's legalized, miniaturized crack that's get for free and there's no dealer involved. Of course, the old tried and true of Facebook and Twitter are nice. Being able to share achievements is a nice touch, although most people are going to avoid this. But the two most notable changes are the additions of beacons, which are like big, hey, I need people to play this game. Won't anybody join me? Kind of massive group invites instead of having these message to all friends type deals. You can set a beacon, and when you're playing the game, other friends on your friends list will be notified that you are playing the game. It's a good way to set up, group get-togethers, clan get-togethers. A great way to bring people together. And the other noted thing is cloud storage. Now, for those that are unaware of what the cloud is, I know most of the YouTube universe is smart enough to know what it is, but for those 15 to 20 that are not, I'm here to help you. It is the act of putting your information on an external server. Essentially, with this external server that's 511 gigabytes, you can take all those annoying game saves, emphasis on game saves, that you've held on your hard drive, and you can put them physically in this space. You can actually use it as even a game save point if you rather not save your games onto your hard drive. Now, this does not apply to DLC because, of course, downloadable games and content are too big for the storage thing to hold. But for right now, it's a pretty handy idea, especially if you rent a lot like I do, and you have a lot of these junk games that you might have only rented, but you still have the save. You can put it on the cloud just in case you want to buy them later, and they won't be in your way. And you can do that also, I believe, with profiles, which leads to another new feature, the roaming profile. For years on Xbox Live, we've had to deal with the problem of, when we go over to a friend's house and we try to connect the live, it says our profile is out of date. So we literally have to recover our gamer tag and do all that shit. And it's really annoying. And we have to do that to the place we're going, and when we get back. Now with roaming profile, that is no longer the case. You can literally download your profile, i.e. like recovering a gamer tag, but that gamer tag will follow you to any console you have, any console you have a contact with. In other words, it's finally giving us, the Xbox Liver, true possession of our profile and what goes with it and DRMs and all that. It's finally giving us true possession from one console to another without having to repeatedly recover tags. This is a small thing, but people are just gonna love it. Yeah, the new Bing search. I know, Bing. If they could sign a deal with YouTube, why couldn't they have the Google search engine? I get it. But once again, that brings up the notion of a web browser on the Xbox. And that is never, ever going to happen. So quit dreaming. Jericho reference. Maybe look within? Question mark? But, you know, the new dashboard is very, very nice. Very, very clean. Can't wait for the streaming TV to get here. Thanks, Xfinity, Comcast, whatever you call yourself in this millennium, for finally stepping on board with something smart and doing it right away, i.e. WWE Network, please. Fucking make a plea to the people of Xfinity, please, WWE Network Day 1. Smartest money-making decision you can do. Period. Without question. I'd like to know your opinion on the new Metro dashboard and things that could possibly be added that are not a web browser. And no, porn doesn't count either, you sick freaks. Until the next Carthege File.